Alright, hey guys, this is SIMIAN with Weirdness and back with another video for you today. Today I have for you the Gorilla Boy Disc Golf SIMIAN backpack. So this bag is one of the only bags in my lineup currently that I own that has a built-in seat. Prior to this, I did have a Rich Roller V4 or V3. It's either V4 or V3. Anyways, that one I sold it, and so now this is the only bag left in my collection. I would love to get a V5, and I'd love to get the newer version of this, which is the Gorilla Boy SIMIAN Evo. There are some differences, but for the most part it's going to be very similar in terms of frame and material to this particular bag. So the reason why I wanted to do this review is apparently on my channel I haven't done a review about it. I did an unboxing of it, and then I've been using it. I think I used almost a whole entire summer. I used it in tournaments, I've used it in casual rounds, I've used it during the winter. So I wanted to do a review on it because it's actually a very interesting bag. So weight dimensions of this bag is going to be in the description below. This bag, dry weight, meaning everything that comes with it. Couple things that are optional. Sternum strap is optional, and it does have an available plastic tray that holds your valuable items that goes underneath the seat. Those things are on this bag, so it comes in at 6.4 pounds. I'm not going to weigh it without those things because it's kind of a little bit of a challenge to get the tray out. Not that difficult, but a little bit of challenge, and the sternum strap is a little bit challenge to get it off of here, so I'm not going to remove the sternum strap just to do the weight. But just know that this bag comes at 6.4 pounds. It is the heaviest bag in my collection. I thought the E4 by Latitude was heavy. That was 6.1 pounds. This is 6.4 pounds. So again, this is going to be the heaviest bag I currently own. But yeah, let's dive into it and see what this bag has to offer. All right, now that we got the close-up of the bag here. So this bag is made of 1000D Cordura throughout the whole entire bag. The only other part of the bag that is not 1000D is actually a 1060 ballistic nylon that's double layer on the bottom of the bag, which is right here. So this is a double 1060 ballistic nylon material on the bottom here, and this is a honkin' piece of material down here. So this is also 1060, and this is also 1060, and this, all of this is 1060, and it's double layer. So 2 layers of 1060 ballistic. So that's one of the unique things about this bag. So let's start from the top. The bag itself does not have a putter pocket like most bags do. The putters actually go on the side of the pockets, which I'll go over in a minute. This top part here is actually a seat. You can actually sit on this bag. This bag does have a weight capacity of 360 pounds. So it actually is very sturdy. If you really wanted to, I wouldn't recommend this because you might break an ankle, but you could actually stand on here and it actually is very stable and very durable. And it will hold up to 360 pounds. So this particular style is, it's a hobo style. Basically, this is a custom ordered in terms of colors of the material. I just chose to have them use all the colors that they have available in their line of fabrics. And I had them do that, and that's why this bag looks the way it is. But you can order solid colors, all black, all brown, all tan, all white. You can certainly do that. You can do 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors. You just have to put in the comment section when you order it, and then they will make it to custom to your liking. All the zippers are YKK zippers. So the first thing's I'm gonna show you is that this seat, if I take the zipper, zip it all the way around, it lifts up like this, and you have a plastic piece. That plastic piece, if you take this Velcro right here and unvelcro that, it will show you the 3-inch thick foam that is underneath this flap right here, and this is what you're going to sit on in terms of a foam piece. It's thick, it's solid, it's not by any means you know, a slouch of a piece of padding right there. And like I said, all the materials are 1000D Cordura, so it doesn't matter what color you choose, it's all going to be 1000D. If I flip that up, this is the tray. This is a 3D printed material tray by Gorilla Boy. And it's a very nice printed material. It fits right underneath here, and you can see the white PVC pipe. This is the whole entire frame of the back, and that's what you sit on. So the bag itself is just fabric all around. It does not have any other like plastic pieces or foam pieces or cardboard pieces along the sides of the bag. This PVC is what makes up the frame and the structure of the bag. Also, I don't know if you can see in the video here, but this is a Gorilla Boy imprint right on the tray itself. This is the tray where I put my cell phone, my keys, and my wallet. And it does fit really nicely in here, as you can see. However, once you do that, just know that when you're walking around, it does this thing where your phone is moving around with your keys and your wallet, and so it does rattle a little bit. And if that bothers you, then that might not be a good idea to put it up there. Moving on from there, I'm going to zip this back up so it doesn't flip around. Doesn't flap around when I'm talking. Moving on from there, we have a Gorilla Boy fabric logo right here, and you can see all the different colors and designs of the stitching here. A double zipper. By the way, these zippers are not water resistant or waterproof. They are just good old YKK zippers. The flap itself is just a solid piece of 1000D Cordura. There is no foam or anything like that. The reason for that is because in order to keep this thing up, this is what I have to do. I roll it up like this, and right at the top right here, right at the top right here, underneath here, there's going to be a piece of strap right here. This strap is what attaches to the PVC frame. I just fold it onto itself like so, and it does a very good job of keeping it in place, and that's how you keep the flap open on this bag. There's no Velcro, there's no nothing. That's just how it works. These two side pieces are again 1000D Cordura. This is what helps keep the disc in place while your bag is standing up. And then these materials right here helps what are little shelves that you put your disc in. I'll show you that later in a minute. And then you can see that's where the 3D valuables tray sits. This is all of these little shelving pieces of fabric right here gets sewn, very solidly sewn, and Velcro actually. It's sewn to the Velcro piece, and you can actually take the Velcro pieces off, unvelcro it, so that I'm doing this so that you can kind of see how it works. So on the sides, it gets stitched to the sides right here on each side, but the Velcro piece comes off like this, just so you can see how that works. And I don't know why they do that. I think it might be for adjustability purposes, but I generally do not remove that. I just leave it as is because I like the way these shelves sit like that. Moving on from there, there's these two loops right here. This little loop right here is actually so you can attach two hooks that you can attach to a roller. So you can actually use this bag on top of a ridge roller because those rollers, they have attachment points that you can attach your bag and it stays in place, and you can sit on the bag and use that as a seat versus the actual box on the ridge roller cart itself. So that's a pretty cool, neat feature right there. And as I've shown you earlier, underneath here, this is the 1060 ballistic nylon material. It is double coated, and as you can see, I have sat on this. I've thrown this in the mud. I do play with this in the winter a lot versus my other bags to help preserve my other bags. So that's the front of the bag. The sides of the bag are identical, so I'm going to show you one side of the bag, and it's pretty much identical on each side. So on this side of the bag, it's a little different from most conventional bags. First, you have this big strap right here. I don't know if you guys see this black strap. This black strap right here actually just gets suspended and hangs between this big pocket and the main frame of the bag. As a matter of fact, I can actually fit my hand through, so you can kind of see here that there's not like the pocket itself, it's sewn into the side of the bag, but it's not attached to the bag, as in like the whole entire bag doesn't make up for the pocket. The pocket is its own pocket that's sewn to the actual bag itself. So this little strap right here just goes right in between the pocket and the bag itself. And the reason why this strap is here is to help hold your putters. This is where you would put your 2 putters on one side and your approach putters on the other side. And I'll show you that later on in the video. Again, we have YKK zippers, not water resistant or waterproof. Double zippers, and you open this up and it's a huge, ginormous pocket. And inside the pocket, there is this 3D mesh material that acts as a pocket, and you can put your valuables in there. And the pocket is just huge. It's like the whole length of the bag, so you can fit, I have fit a jacket in here. And this is a large jacket, and it fits fine. So there's plenty of room to put an extra large in here. And I can zip that up very nicely. That's one of my favorite things about this bag, is just these pockets are just massive. And you can do so much with it. You have a Velcro piece in here, and this is a, this Velcro is actually, I believe, is stitched on. No, it's just Velcroed on. It looks like it's stitched, but it's not. So it's actually Velcroed on. This comes with the bag. You get the first Gorilla Boy patch. And then, but you can see how large this Velcro patch is. You can put a lot of patches there. Moving down from there, we have a small pocket. This is for where you put your minis. And then you can actually, there's also pencil pockets right here. And you can fit plenty of pencils or markers or whatever you want down here. And then this is a huge water bottle holder. And these insulation, Gorilla Boy does not skimp out on the insulation and the padding on this bag. And once again, it's just one ginormous pocket, and I believe you can fit a 40 ounce in this pocket. But I'll demonstrate that. I only have 32 ounce, and I'll demonstrate that later. At the bottom of this pocket, it's just one solid piece of material with 2 gaping holes. See there? To drain in case you have any water caught in it or any leak from your water bottles. So once again, it's a very insulated pocket, and it works very well as such. Once again, on the other side, it's identical. We have one big patch. This is the other Gorilla Boy patch that comes with it. This is my patch that I put on there. We have one pocket down here, again a mini holder, and then you have your pencil holders in here, and one big pocket water bottle like the other side. All right, moving on from there, we have a hull loop. This hull loop is a little strap that just gets stitched from one side to the other. I actually wish this hull loop was a little bit more, had more padding, and I believe the new one does have a bit more padding. And I'll show you why I don't like this hull loop in its placement later on here. But essentially, just know that this is before the discs are in here. When you pick it up, this is what the bag does. It tilts forward, and I'm really not a fan of that. So I think with the new version, the hull loop goes like this over the top of this seat. So I think when you pick it up, it's more balanced. So I think that's a nicer touch with the new Evo series bags. The straps are probably one of my favorite parts on this bag. They are removable. They have these snaps right here, like so. And you can actually remove them and get brand new ones from Gorilla Boy if these ever get worn out or break. The other thing that is unique about this bag is you can see right here, this is the shoulder pad, and it's like a big V. However, the reason why this strap is here is so that you can move it up and down and adjust the whole entire strap up and down along the back, along the spine of this bag. So if you pull it out like this, you can see that you can pick different strap loops here and feed the Velcro piece, this right here, right through it. And that is how you adjust the strap up and down along the spine, I call it, of the bag. And I think that is the coolest touch and feature I've ever seen on a disc golf bag. So yeah, that's something to think about right there. And I have it adjusted to me. I have a short torso compared to most disc golfers. So, or maybe I have an average size one. I don't really know. But I have it adjusted here. When I got it, it was up here. So yeah, you can adjust it that way. And then the rest of the straps is just gnarly. It's just 1000D Cordura material with lots of padding on the inside of it. It's got D-rings galore. And it's got a sternum strap. The sternum strap you do have to order separately. I think it's $15 to get it extra. However, when I ordered this bag, the sternum straps were free because there was a promotion going on. And then it also has excess strap keepers that are built in, so that's why it's rolled up right now, because I like my straps very nice and clean. Moving down from there, there is this big padding right here. And this is, again, this is no joke. There's one giant piece of padding. If you don't like this little padding thing, you can actually completely remove it. And if you want it to go horizontally, you can do it like that. If you want it horizontally, or if you want it vertically, like the way I had it, you can put it back the way it was, and now you have it vertically. You can adjust it up and down wherever you want it. So I think that's a really cool feature on that one as well. All right, that's pretty much the exterior of the bag and a little bit of the interior of the bag. Let's go ahead and fill this bad boy up and see how it looks. All right, guys, I have it packed up so you guys can see what it looks like. So on this side, I still have the large jacket in here, and I wanted to show you guys that if you put enough stuff in this pocket, it will kind of intrude into the space that's where the strap is, and you can still fit one disc in here just fine. And I'll show you that right now. Just know that if you try to put a second disc in there, it's gonna get tight. The other thing is that if you notice with this bag, excuse me, I have the bottom plate of the disc facing outward. The reason why is because when you put it in here and you go to grab it, sometimes if you have multiple discs, it can be a little difficult because your thumb might get caught in here. So I just like to leave it with the back plate, the bottom plate I should say, facing out, so that it's just easy for me to go grab it with my full set of fingers versus only my thumb. And then as you can see how tight that is to fit two discs in here if this whole pocket is bulging into this space with personal items. This is a 32-ounce water bottle, and honestly this pocket is so dang big that when I put the 32-ounce bottle in here, I can fit my whole entire hand in there still, as you can see. So you can definitely do a 40-ounce water bottle in that pocket. On the other side, I have my two putters. This is where I normally use for my putting putters. I put it right in here. It's easy access. I don't have to fight with it in the main compartment here. And I barely put, I usually put other personal items in here, but I don't really put like a hoodie or anything in there if this is the putter pocket side. So yeah, this pocket, I mean, this bag has just got plenty of space for a lot of things. So not a slouch in terms of space there. The main compartment is where the interesting things happen. As you can see, my discs are upside down. The reason for that is because it's these two side things right here, these two flaps, they are there to help hold the disc in. When you tilt your bag forward like this, you can see they're about to come out. If you put your discs facing down, meaning the plate of it facing down, there is a bigger chance that it will flop out and come out if you do this compared to it being upside down. The other thing is that when you have it upside down, just like the putter pocket on the other side, it is actually a lot easier to get your discs by putting your finger through here like so versus the other way. So I learned that from the owner of Gorilla Boy, to have my discs facing the bottom plate facing up, basically having the discs upside down in the main compartment. The bottom here, you can't fit anything because it is not meant to hold a disc. There are two PVC pipes on each side here, so your disc will get stuck. You can actually use this bottom for a towel. It does not say that you can't use it for a soft towel at the bottom. So extra towel, extra sock, extra shirt definitely will fit down there just fine. I don't know if a squat cooler will fit down there. I haven't tried it. Not particularly so. But yeah, just know there's some space down here, and you can definitely put extra towels and extra shirt down there. Again, you can see that kind of a gap here, and it looks like you can fit a disc, but again, there's two PVCs on each side that's kind of prevents the disc from going in. You can kind of hear it. So just know that. So speaking of the main compartment, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 discs in here. Did I count that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And there are 4 mid-range in here. So there's 14 discs in here. These are mainly drivers, fairway drivers, distance drivers, and 4 mid-range. And then so it's 14 plus 2 is 16. That's really what Gorilla Boy says this bag is rated for, is 16 discs comfortably. But if you were to utilize this, you can actually get up to 18 discs. And then if you were to utilize this pocket like so, there's 3 discs in here. You can fit those in here just fine. So there's 3 or 4, so 6, 18 plus 3 on each side, it's 6. So you're looking at 24 discs if you really wanted to use it to hold discs. Yeah, this pocket is really, really big. These pockets are not slouch whatsoever. They're ginormous. So, yeah, the bag can carry definitely a lot of discs if you wanted to. Anywhere from 16 to 24 discs if you were going to use it primarily for discs. And like I said, my cell phone, my wallet, and my keys go on the top right here. I mean, underneath the seat. So it doesn't really impede and take up space in any of these pockets, which I like. Let's see how it looks on me. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I put the bag on and show you what it looks like. Alright, so here's the bag. Now the funny thing is this bag weighs in at 6.4 pounds and it weighs more than the E4. When I pick it up and when I put it on with these straps, it actually feels lighter than the E4. Probably because it holds less discs. Well, I mean the E4 I carry about 18, 20s and this one's got 16 discs in here right now. And I could definitely put 2 more on that size, so I can definitely do 18 discs in here. But overall it feels lighter. It doesn't feel as big as the E4. And so this is what it looks like from behind. This is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the front. The side again. And from behind. And there are load lifters here, and you can actually adjust these to pull up more, so it can lift up like you can see if I can lift up like this, then I'm going to be much more comfortable versus leaving it sagging like this. So yeah, so you can definitely adjust these. Again, reminder, I am 5'1" female. I don't have broad shoulders. I have a shorter torso than most disc golf players that are males. So just know that the bag might look big on me, but it might look actually very nice and comfortable and very aesthetically pleasing on you. So just know, keep that in mind. But yeah, the bag is actually really comfortable on the back. I don't know how these straps I wish that these straps were on my pound bags. Like, if there's a way that I could switch the straps, I would totally do it. But anyways, that's how I look with the bag on. All right, the last thing I want to show you is how to put a stool. Well, you don't have to, because this comes with a seat. I know all my other review and all my other videos, I always have to figure out how to put a stool somewhere, but this bag, you don't have to worry about that. However, you might have to use an umbrella because this bag does not have a rain fly that's available. So the only thing I could think of in order to use the umbrella, I'm just going to pretend this is an umbrella, is to actually put it in here with a jacket like this and then zipper it up. And then you can have your umbrella erect over the bag to keep it dry. So it's really the only way that I can actually get something like this to sit in the bag, because it's really not like when they made this bag they didn't have a stool in mind because the bag itself is the stool. So I can understand that, but on a rainy round, that's how you would have to use this. You can't really put it in between here because it goes right through the bottom. So that's something you want to keep in mind. But you can definitely use the pocket itself. You can even try it in this pocket here if you wanted to. But anyways, just keep that in mind. But yeah, that is my review of the bag. I'm going to talk about I already talked about capacity. I've already talked about the comfort. It is a very comfortable bag for a bag with a built-in stool. I think I did a review on this. I think I prefer this bag with the built-in stool than the Rich roller bags. Those were a little bit, I mean, it just felt more bulky and heavier, and I think it's because overall it's just longer compared to this bag, which is not as tall. Stability, well, it's made with a frame inside of it, so like good luck trying to knock this thing over. It just, like you can see, it just came back. And then quickly I'm just going to go over some of the things I like about it. I already did it throughout the video, but I really love these straps. I wish these straps were more made like this more on bags, and I love the ability to move this up and down. It's sort of like a yoke. That's what this thing is. It's like a yoke that you just move it up and down, a yoke. And then the only thing is that I wish this strap was more had more padding, and then I wish it was like over the top, which they have fixed that. So I'm hoping to get the newer version so I can try that out. And the newer version also, they took away these pockets and they kind of made it into this side pocket, so it's a little bit more narrow, which brings me to the next point. When you're walking around with this bag, this thing is flopping around like this. And it causes, when this is filled with water, it causes a little bit of weight imbalance. So it's not distributed very well if this is flopping around like this. So just keep that in mind with this older version. The newer version should take care of that. The new version should take care of a lot of things, actually. But it is more expensive than this one. This one, the custom hobo, was $378, shipped to my door. The newer model, I think, if you're gonna pick the hobo style without shipping, I think it's $469. So the price have gone up tremendously on these SIMIAN bags. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, at first it took me a while to get used to this, but I got the hang of it and it was great. This thing, I have picked it up like that and tipped it over before where all the discs fell out. It's kind of annoying, but I got the hang of it and I figured out how not to do that. So I think the Evo is gonna solve this haul loop issue. So hopefully that will prevent it from tipping over when I pick it up with the haul loop. I love these pockets. They're huge. I love this idea of having this as a putter pocket. I think that's a great idea. I don't mind it at all, and some people do. I think the reason why I like it is because on the Latitude E4 and on the Dynamic Disc Habit Ranger, it's too low, like it's down here. I like it sitting up here because I feel like this is easy for me to reach. And I get that this bag, there's going to be a sacrifice, right? Because on the Dynamic Disc and the E4, there's no seat up here. So there should be no reason why we can't use this top as the putter pocket so that it sits up here and I can reach it better. Whereas this, you're sacrificing this pocket for a seat. So, you know, if I'm buying this bag because I want something to sit on without having to carry an extra stool, I don't mind putting my putters on the side right here. So whereas the E4 and the Combat Ranger, I feel like it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, those are all the pros and cons that I like and don't like. I love the material on it. I love this big patch right here. Velcro patch gives me a lot of customs, a lot of options. Who is this bag for? I think this bag is for somebody who can handle the weight of having a built-in seat. I think this bag is great for someone who doesn't want to carry extra stuff, myself included. This is one of the reasons why I don't own a big size umbrellas, because I'd rather have a bag with a rain fly and throw the rain fly on it than sit there and fight with an umbrella, and then if the gust of wind comes by, it blows the umbrella, and it was attached to the bag that blows the bag with it. And I don't know how many times during a tournament, I'm chasing down umbrellas for my card mates, and there's not even my umbrella. It's for other people's umbrellas. Whereas mine just has a rain fly on it, and I'd rather have that. So that is the one bummer thing, but I don't even know how they would make a rain fly for this bag because it's just built so goofy compared to other bags. But it functions really nice, even though it's goofy. Would I recommend this for myself or one of my family members? If they wanted a built-in stool, yeah, I think I would recommend it. I think I would recommend this as one of the bags with the built-in stool even more than some of the other bags on the market. But yeah, I think that those are the type of people that would like this bag, is the ones who don't want to walk around with a stool or forgets their stool, the last tee box. Those who who only carried like 16 to 20 discs, and who loves the innovation of the straps like I do. I'm crazy about things like this. Yeah, so I think, and custom colored. Like, this is the only bag on the market that has a built-in stool that you do customization in terms of fabric colors. So I think that's a cool feature. So I think that's what this bag is for those kind of people. That would be me. Yeah, I'm that group of people. I'm part of that group. All right, so that is my review of the Gorilla Boy SIMIAN 2022 version. The new 2023 Evo is available, so if you guys want to go pick those up. These are no longer available on the website. If you want the older version like this one, you'll have to get it off of the used market. Otherwise, only the new versions are available on Gorilla Boy's website. But I'll have all the links in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.